Welcome to For the Health of It, an intimate look at public health in Cowley County, Kansas. Join us as we discuss topics that are impacting public health in our community and learn about what we do at your local health department. Hey, we're back, and with me now is a friend of mine, Cole Henley. Cole, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, we're getting ready to talk something that is near and dear to my heart, and that's baseball. And I know you've got a special place here in the community with the Moose. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so the Midwest Moose are a college summer collegiate team. We play in the Kansas Collegiate League, the KCLB. We bring guys in from all around the country, all around the world. We've got guys coming in from Japan, and they come here and they play baseball for 2 months, and they live here and make Winfield their home.
That's kind of cool. This year, you were involved with them last year, right?
Yeah, so I was the assistant coach last year, and I was hired as a head coach in September of this year.
You're the top dog. So yeah, we know where it all starts and ends now, buddy. Tell us a little bit about what you're excited about, how you think I know you haven't even seen the guys. They probably haven't even arrived in town yet, but you got to have a plan. Tell me a little bit about what you expect and what folks in the community can look forward to this summer.
So folks in the community can expect to come out to the Broadway Barnyard and watch some good baseball, enjoy some, time in the summer sun.
It's America, man. It's baseball.
Yep.
How many teams in the league?
So we have 7 teams in the league this year. We play a total of 36 games. We're playing every day once the summer comes. So
you talk about the kids that come in. Age-wise, what are they, like? Younger underclassmen in college, or?
So we got a good mix this year. We've got some guys that are fresh out of high school coming in, committed to, go play college baseball as a freshman for next year, and then we've got some guys that are, going into their senior year of college and finishing up their careers as well. So the age range is right around like 19 to 23, I think, is our oldest guy.
And how's pitching look, or do you know? You haven't seen him throw yet, have you?
Well, it's looking good. I think I've got plenty of it, which is a big thing.
Pitching, you got to be strong up the middle, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So we got plenty of guys coming in. Still looking to add more arms as well. So
yeah. Well, I'm hopeful. When does it start? When do you guys start playing?
Our first game, opening day, is June 7th, home game at Broadway Recreational Center.
June the 7th, folks. Put that on your calendars. Circle it in red, man. Who are you going to play?
We play the El Dorado Walnuts.
Oh, okay. So the Walnuts and the Moose. Isn't that interesting? How did they ever come up with the Moose?
I don't know, but I think it's a pretty cool name.
And I love the fact that we're going to the barnyard. I like that. So,
right.
So any challenges? Anything you need from the community?
The community's been great. They've supported us really well, from donations to, taking these kids in and being host families for the summer. So the community's been huge, and I'm very grateful for the community of Winfield and Cowley County. They've been great.
So now all we got to do is just say, hey, everybody, come on, get out. Do you know, is there an admission? Do we charge admission?
Yeah, so admission to get into the Broadway Barnyard is just $2. And then we've got concessions, and we sell the Moose merch as well. So
Moose merch, I'm here. I'm talking about that. All right. If there are organizations out there that maybe want to sponsor something, how would they go about doing that? Would they just get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can get in touch with me. We have several packages that you can kind of choose from, low dollar amounts that start at, I think, around $150. And that'll give you 50 tickets for the night, and you can give them out to the people in your company, and they come out and watch the Moose baseball.
Cool. Yeah, we'll make sure that we get all of your information and we put it into program notes. Anything else you want to say?
Come out and watch some Moose baseball. We're debuting the new jerseys this year. We will fully embrace the Moose names on opening day.
All right.
With our jerseys, so you just kind of have to come out and see what I mean by that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going to try to talk it up and get as many folks in the community as excited about it as we are. Allie, you have anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, I had heard you recently say kind of what you think that your mission is working with the Moose this summer, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Can you share that with our listeners?
Sure, yeah. So my mission with the Moose is we're trying to create something that the county can, really take some pride in, and the city of Winfield can take some pride in, and, just be excited for Moose baseball every summer, something that the people just can't wait for every summer, and, something that, families can make a tradition by just, we're going to watch some Moose baseball tonight, and every summer they can't wait for the guys to show up, and we're going to be here and be a a strong presence here in Cowley County.
If I remember right, the last year Winfield had fireworks on the 4th of July.
Right.
Or are we doing? Is that scheduled again for
Yeah,
this year?
absolutely. We put on a huge fireworks show on the 4th of July. We play the Valley Center Mud Daubers.
The Mud Daubers coming in for the 4th. All right, that's cool. Well, there it is. Thanks, Cole, so much for stopping by. We're really appreciative. Looking forward to it. You know, I'm going to be out there cheering and throwing popcorn at you if you screw up. So anyway, bud, I appreciate it so much. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Take it easy. Hey, we're back, and with me now is
Krista Wood. I'm the Executive Director at Family Life Services in Ark City.
Crystal. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing today.
Well, we're here at the Health and Safety Fair just promoting all of the community resources like everybody else.
Tell us about Family Life Services. Let the folks know.
Sure. So Family Life Services has been around for 40 years in Ark City. We do primarily pregnancy education and support. We just offer education as they're going through pregnancy and help them get items they might need, cribs, car seats, diapers, wipes, all that kind of stuff, supported by education that is research-based and evidence-backed, just as they go through the program. And they can stay in our program until the baby is 2 years old afterwards.
That's excellent. That's excellent. There are a lot of folks
Yes.
in need of these services.
Absolutely.
Are you guys limited by, like, is it the first child, or is it any
No,
woman that's pregnant?
No, not at all. Any pregnant woman can come to us, and like I said, until the baby's 2 years old. So even if it's after the baby's born and they decide they need help, they can come to us then. We don't have any income restrictions or child limitations, so anybody, yeah.
Your office is down in Ark City, right?
It is. It's in downtown at 305 South Summit, Ark City, next to the Old Bricks restaurant.
Okay,
So-
and we're going to make sure we grab your contact information, and we'll put all of that good stuff in the program notes, so when people are listening to the podcast, if they need to find out how to get in touch with you, they can. What are your hours?
We're typically open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. If somebody has a need outside those hours, we will try to accommodate them the best we can.
And you have a website, don't you?
We do, absolutely.
It's Family Life?
It's flsonline.net.
flsonline.net. And I imagine if they were to do any kind of a search for Family Life Services,
They
it
would
pop
find
up.
us, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Anything else exciting or special going on?
Last year was our 40th year, so we're just working on trying to make sure our name gets out in the community a little more and rebuilding our reputation.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's great. I know that for as long as I've been here, Family Life Services has been providing well-focused service to the women of our county, and we want to make sure that continues. So.
Yep, we just try to come alongside them wherever they are in their circumstances.
And I know
be there for
sometimes
them.
we see a lot of, because we have a lot of WIC moms and families that are involved with that are also getting services from you, and so it's wonderful to see people that we collaborate with. Allie, do you have any questions or anything else?
Yeah, Krista, while we have you here, what's one thing that you wish more people knew about health?
Just that there are so many resources available, and it's okay to use multiple resources. You know, you can find different benefits from different places, and
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's not a sign of weakness. It's being smart. You know.
sure.
We exist for a purpose, and so reach out and get connected. That's the best way. It's the way to stay healthy. It's the way to keep your family healthy, and that's what we're all about.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
So thanks for taking a few
Thank
minutes to
you.
come over
Thank
and visit
you.
with us. We enjoyed it.
Thanks.
See ya. Hey everybody, we're back, and with us now is
Amanda Conrad with CASA of Cowley County. I am a board member, and we've actually been in the community for over 30 years, advocating for children going through the court systems of Cowley County. We are court-appointed special advocacy. We are 100% volunteer-based. We're always looking for more volunteers or board members. So come down, see us at the table. We've got a booth. We've got giveaways. We'd love to have you and share some information with you.
court-appointed special advocates.
Correct.
And you work specifically with, or you represent or advocate for children, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
strictly
that
children,
is
yes,
exact-
minors.
And those that have come from some pretty terrible circumstances.
Yes,
mostly, you know.
yes.
So it's wonderful that this exists. I know about CASA because it's not just in our community; it's in other communities around the state. And I remember I was involved with it in Topeka when I lived there.
Yes,
So,
it's a national program.
Yeah, I'm aware, and I'm glad that we have it in our local community. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you need, or what you're looking for. I mean, we talk about volunteerism and getting people on boards, but what else? How can somebody help support the mission of CASA in Cowley County?
Yeah, definitely. They can come down, or they can visit us on our website, of course, CASA of Cowley County KS.gov. They can also like and follow us on Facebook. We do different events throughout the year for fundraising. So even if you don't have the time to be a volunteer or serve on the board, you can support us by attending our fundraisers. We do a year-end auction in silent and live auction. That's a really great time. Again, you can visit our Facebook or our website for tickets. Just spreading the word of CASA. It's been in the community for 30 years, but I think I learned about it except 3 years ago.
Right.
So
no, that's sadly the truth. So that leads me to the next question, because I know that you guys are local.
We are.
And we are too. For the Health of It is based right here in our county through the health department. We'd love to have you come into the office the next time we're getting ready to actually produce one of our full-blown podcasts.
Yeah.
And talk about in-depth about this. Maybe you can bring on another person from the office or something like that.
Yeah, certainly.
And we can have a really in-depth conversation about those services and what we do. We are all about making sure you can get these you can spread the mission and what you guys do. Allie,
Yes.
do you have some comments or questions, because I kind of get tongue-tied.
No, I'm really excited to have you on for a full podcast. I think that'd be very
Yeah,
fun.
I think it would be
Yeah, we'd
great.
love that.
I'd love to have it too, and it helps us because sometimes we can only talk about measles and things like that,
Right.
And we deal with that all the time. So it's exciting for us to have other people from the county come in and chat with us and get to know how each organization works and how we can work together better in our community.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much for taking a few minutes
Well,
to
thank
come over and
you.
chat with us. We'll let you know when this is going to be going out. Take
Okay.
this, because let everybody know, hey, it's on there. The more people we get to listen and subscribe to this thing, and it doesn't cost anything, the more we get the word out in the community about all of these things, and it's just another way we can help promote health and wellness in Cowley County.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you.
Thanks,
so
Amanda.
much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye. Hey, everybody, we're back, and now with me is
Macy Collins.
Macy. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing today.
So I am with the Resource Center for Independent Living, and I'm here at the Cowley Health and Safety Fair. So we are out of Butler County, but we serve Cowley County. We also serve Elk and Greenwood and Marion and a lot of counties. But we help people with disabilities and seniors live as independently as possible within their communities and stay in their homes as long as possible. Our services are advocacy, so we help people learn how to advocate for themselves, and we also get in on group advocacy, like changing laws on the state level. We do peer mentoring. That just means we're people with disabilities helping people with disabilities, because we can relate to what it feels like to have barriers in our communities. We do transition. We help youth with disabilities transition to adulthood from high school. We help people leave nursing facilities and come back home. We do independent living skills training. It's really broad, really, really broad. Most of my cases are helping people get medical equipment and ramps, home modifications, but we also help people with paperwork. We help seniors learn how to use technology. I had helped a young man with one hand learn how to cook. I didn't know how to cook with one hand, but we figured it out together. I've helped a lady who got overwhelmed with anxiety from dealing with the courthouse get her maiden name back, get her switch back to her maiden name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we do information referral. People can call me with questions about any problem under the sun, and it's my job
Connect them.
to connect them to the right agencies, the right
Excellent.
resources.
Sounds pretty similar to what the health department
Yeah,
does.
there's a lot of this, and we're glad that you took time to stop by. And I thought I overheard the conversation that we want to connect with Rise Cowley as well.
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be
I
wonderful.
want to join a community meeting to where I can share my resource information more than just at the fair once a year. This is a wonderful fair. I love it, but I want more connected.
Yeah, great, and as do we. So we've got your contact information, and so you'll know it'll appear in the notes portion of the podcast when it goes out, so people will be able to look at that. But tell us just real quick, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you?
Email is probably the easiest. Macy, M-A-C-Y, .gaines, Gaines, at rcilinc.org. Or people can call me, 316-322-7853. And yeah, if they get the machine, leave me a message. I do very prompt return calls.
Perfect. That's exactly what we need to know. We'll make sure that we get that information out. We're so glad you stopped by to visit with us. Thank you. We hope you enjoy it, and we are looking forward to getting you connected so that more people in our community know about your services.
I will definitely be reaching out for that.
Yes,
right.
we are an unknown resource. Not enough people know how helpful we can be to a whole community.
We're gonna shift it into high gear, make sure that takes place.
Okay.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Macy.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And we're back, and with us now is
Marcia Landis.
Oh, Marcia, thanks for stopping by. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing today.
Hi, I am with Villa Maria and Maria Court out of Mulvane, Kansas. And we are a 5-star skilled nursing facility there, right in the heart of Mulvane, just south of Wichita, Kansas. So not too far away from all of our rural communities. We also have an assisted living, Maria Court, that's just not too far from our building, and offering long-term care and outpatient therapy as well.
So tell us a little bit about how do folks reach out and get in touch with you and find out more about the services that you guys have and how they may make that connection.
Absolutely. You can reach me on my direct cell phone at 316-779-4018, or you can reach out to our building. It's going to be 316-777-1129.
We'll get all of your contact information and we'll put it in our program notes.
We would
so
love
that. Everybody that would listen to it and they come to your spot, they can go down and see the name of the organization and your name and the numbers. So,
perfect.
Is there anything specific you'd like to tell people about?
Yeah, we have our 75th anniversary celebration coming up on August 9th. We're doing a public open house from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m., giving guided tours, having some refreshments, and there's going to be a lot of folks there. We are happy to have anyone come and visit and take a look at our community. If anyone has any questions or needs more details on that, they're more than happy to reach out to me directly. And you can visit our website as well for more information about our communities.
Great. Allie, do you have anything you want to ask?
Yeah, I'm looking at your business card, Marcia, and I see assisted living, short-term rehab, outpatient therapy, and long-term care. And in thinking about all of these things, I just think about what a transition that might be for families. I'm sure there are lots of feelings and mixed emotions when these things occur. So what's something that you might say to a family who is considering any of these options?
Yeah, so we are a not-for-profit skilled nursing facility and organization. So we really work with families and meet them where they're at. We are happy to provide additional resources, even if it's not something that we can provide a service for. If I can help get them connected with the resources that are helpful for them, I'm happy to do that as well. It's a hard transition, and there's so much information sometimes coming at families that we call it drinking from a fire hydrant, because there is just so much to learn, especially if we've not planned in advance. So sometimes getting the information in advance of an event happening where somebody might be hospitalized and needing to transition to another level of care is helpful to families, just to have that in your back pocket. But we're happy to meet them where they're at and just kind of help them through whatever situation they're going through.
Wonderful.
Exciting. I appreciate you so much taking time to come over and chat with us.
Well, thank you
We
for
look
having
forward.
me.
We look forward to putting this information out so that the community can learn more about your services and hopefully connect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for coming
Marcia.
by. Hi, we're back, and with me now is a nice young lady from here in Winfield, and your name is?
Hi, my name is Darby, and I go to Lowell Elementary.
Lowell Elementary. That's cool. Darby, are you having a good time today?
Yes.
Hey, we understand you're originally from another town, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that town is?
Ulysses, Kansas.
Ulysses, Kansas. You know this lady sitting next to me right here? Her name is Allie. And Allie, where are you from originally?
I am also from Ulysses.
Yeah, see, there's a connection there, isn't there? Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing today. Have you had fun?
Yes, I've had fun.
Yeah, what do you like about the Health and Safety Fair?
Well, last year I actually worked at it
Did
in
you?
New York City. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But after this, I get to go work on it. I get to go work, yeah.
Cool. Allie, take it away, girl. You got to have some questions for this fellow, what is it, Ulysses?
Yeah,
Ulysses, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So have you happened to see the giant sunflower?
Yes, I have.
Walking
I
around?
have,
What do you think
yeah.
of that?
It's honestly funny because I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, neither had I. I think it's really cool. Do you know if any of your friends have been on a podcast before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so you're a trendsetter, aren't you?
Sweet.
A little maven, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is something that you do to stay healthy?
Something that I do to stay healthy is
We're thinking.
I go outside and take walks and play with my dogs.
You know, we've been talking about that today already. We've been telling people just go outside, walk a mile, take some steps, drink some water. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do the simple things that are fun and keep you going. Do you play any? Well, let's see. Lowell, you wouldn't be playing sports at school yet, but do you do anything during the summer? Any special activities?
Actually, I'm supposed to be at a softball tournament, but I have a
Oh.
concussion, so I can't do that, which makes me really sad. But
How long are you going to be out?
I get to go back to school on Tuesday.
Oh, good. Well, I hope that everything goes well and you're going to be going back to play softball after that.
Yeah, I've played almost every sport but 5, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay, atta girl. That's the way to stay active. Anything else, Allie?
No, I think that's great. It was great to connect with you.
Yeah, glad you stopped by to say hi. We've got a gift for you, and you tell everybody else that, hey, you were on For the Health of It, Cowley, and you're special. We appreciate it so very, very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, we're back, and now with me is a young man from Winfield, and his name is?
This is Trevor Langer. I am the environmental inspector for the city.
For the city of Winfield. Trevor, tell us a little bit about why you're here today, and tell us about the job that you do for the city of Winfield.
Well, we're here today talking about environmental safety. Specifically, we're talking about building safety, so coming up with a plan for the worst case scenarios. And we're talking about stormwater infrastructure, which is something that is more in my purview, and that's something that I think a lot of folks tend to overlook when they're thinking about preparedness, is not only having your own house locked down and secure, but making sure that your entire community is doing okay.
What are some of the big issues or concerns that you have with stormwater runoff?
Well, typically when we're talking about stormwater, from a city level, we're keeping an eye on construction projects, but usually that doesn't cut it when it comes to maintaining a clean waterway. The city here, we're right up against the river, and it takes everyone in the community to make sure that we're not adding extra pollutants that don't need to be in our waterways that we all use to survive. I mean, Winfield's placement on the map doesn't come from nowhere. We rely on that river for a lot of good resources, so we need to be doing a good job of keeping our waterways clean.
Cool. Anything specific you want to tell folks? I know sometimes with having to go out and chat with them, it can be kind of a harrowing experience sometimes. They don't want to see you come walking up the steps. But how will they get in touch with your office at the city to find out more about what they can do to help keep the environment in and around Winfield safe and clean?
Well, folks can always reach out to us via email. We have a code enforcement at winfieldks.org email. If you ever have questions on keeping our infrastructure clean, you can reach out to us there. Or you can come on up to the second story of City Hall. We've got an entire public improvements department up here that is trained and will have the information. Other than that, I mean, people are typically getting better as time goes on about not dumping, things down storm drains, and that's sort of what we're looking for, But it's not just, your chemicals, your motor oil, it's everything, no yard waste, no pollutants, anything like that. So folks are doing a pretty good job, but we're out here making sure it's staying in the minds and people are doing their part to make sure our environment is as healthy as we are.
And we will put all of your contact notes and everything else in our podcast at the bottom so folks can look down and see how to get in touch with you. And you know my partner in crime, Allie here. Allie, you know this guy too, right?
Yes,
There is kind of a unique relationship between he and I.
I think it has something to do with like Langer.
Yeah,
maybe?
Langer, that's right. Yeah.
Entirely coincidental.
Entirely coincidental. But his mother and I are really quite proud of this young man. So anyway, is there anything you want to ask Trevor?
Trevor, what do I want to ask Trevor? Okay, just thinking about your work. What is a specific issue connected to health that you think more people should know about?
Well, we respond to a lot of calls for sort of the biggest problem that we have in town right now, coming from an environmental standpoint in vacant buildings and things of that nature. What I would like to inform the public about is that while it's not, necessarily people's responsibility to keep an eye on these things, an open line of communication with city officials, if you see something that would cause a blighting influence on a neighborhood, is a good thing to report. Because if we don't identify a problem, then we can't work on it, just the same as you guys. If you don't have folks come into the health department to report things, there's no way to track that information. So a lot of people, I think, get the wrong idea when it comes to city code enforcement, that they're being a tattletale on their neighbor or doing something like that, and that they want to remain anonymous. I get that a whole lot. We don't ever, go out to folks and say, hey, your neighbor is telling us that you're doing the wrong thing. But we want to make sure that everyone is safe and healthy and has an opportunity to, have a good, clean neighborhood and place for their kids to be out in nature and things like that. So we're not here to ruin the party. We just want to make sure everyone's getting a fair shake of things.
Love it.
Trev, one of the things that I see quite a little bit is a lot of people are sadly quick to complain, but sometimes they don't realize just the amount of work and effort that goes into how difficult it is to keep a community clean and safe. I would love to invite you to come back in studio with us someday and actually do a complete podcast, for the health of it,
sure.
where we talk about the environment, because on my side in the health department, I do that too in the county.
Right.
And I think it would be really kind of a nice dialogue to talk about the differences between what we do county-wise and what's happening within the city. So if you're game, we'll reach out and maybe get that set up.
I get to lead a podcast.
Yeah,
episode.
wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah,
I think that would be a great topic. So,
Great.
hey, thanks for wandering over. I'll tell your mother hi.
Okay, please do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we both won't hear the end of it.
Well, that's right. and again, hey, thanks for visiting with us today.
Absolutely. You guys take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. We are going to do this one a little bit differently. I don't have Tom here with me. He's speaking with the radio. But I do have a special guest with us, so I would like to introduce her.
Hello. I'm excited to be here. My name is Micah Fry. I am the Community Education Coordinator at Cowley College. I work with Golden Tigers programming, some of our health and human service continuing education, some of our business and industry training, just a wide variety. But Community Education Coordinator at Cowley College is my area.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about Golden Tigers?
So Golden Tigers is kind of my bread and butter. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, but it is community education for individuals in the community who are 50 years of age and older.
Okay.
They can be retired, but don't have to be. And we do classes, workshops, and day trips. And we usually offer about 50 to 60 offerings a semester. Each month we do a different day trip somewhere within 3 hours of the college. And we do classes, workshops, just enrichment. Lots of activities, some health and wellness, some educational, some craft, a little bit of everything. I affectionately tell my family when I first took this position, they asked me about it, and I just call it like, you know what, I just plan a lot of fun stuff that sounds fun to me, and then I invite all my new friends from the community along, and we just go have a lot of fun. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I love when I get to hear about opportunities that are available right here in Cowley County for all different ages. It's very impressive for a county our size.
I think so. So there are 19 community colleges in the state of Kansas, and there are only maybe 2 maybe 3 others that have similar programs, but they are not of this scale. They're like a Silver Sneakers, where they go walking once a month together, or something that's a lot more lower scale. But it's pretty unheard of. We have community members that invite their friends from like out of state to come in to go on our day trips with them. Just
awesome.
Because it's just a unique opportunity.
Yeah, that's super cool. I see that you have a guest here with you today.
I do. My son, Gio's hanging out here. He's 2, going to be 2 this month. So he's got lots of resources here at the Health and Safety Fair. He's been affectionately conning everyone out of whatever freebie things they're giving away.
Yeah, I can believe it. So you said that Golden Tigers is for anybody who's 50 and older. Can you kind of give an idea of what that range might look like?
So my oldest participant this last semester, I believe, was 94.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Our average age is probably 70 to 80, but we've worked hard. I took over the program 4 years ago, and we've worked hard to start offering some evening classes or some things that might appeal to people who are still working, because a lot of our 50-year-olds are still working.
Certainly.
And even though they're still working and have an income, our retirees don't necessarily have that. So we work really hard to make sure our programming is affordable. Our day trips range from $30 to $60, depending on where we're going, and most of our classes start at $5.
Wow.
Yeah. If there's something that's with it that there's supplies needed, sometimes the supply fee is on top of that, but we really work hard to keep it pretty affordable and cost effective.
Sounds like it's a very special service in our community.
I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm walking around this Health and Safety Fair today and seeing a lot of groups or organizations like K-State Research Extension that we partner with, that we do programming with, and I just had a great conversation with, I believe, Tom's son, City of Winfield, about potentially doing a partnership this fall. So
yeah, that's really exciting. The Health and Safety Fair is a really cool place. Well, for our listeners, I'm going to go ahead and tell them that you are also a member of Rise Cowley, because we've had several others and we've been highlighting the coalition throughout the morning. So Micah, thanks for stopping by to talk with us. It's been fun.
Yeah, it has been very fun. Thanks for having me on.
And thanks to Gio too. By far our cutest participant today.
I'm highly partial, but I do think so. I've seen none of your other participants, but
thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I still do not have Tom back, so we're just going to go ahead and keep going through with this. We have several people who are really interested in the podcast and have wanted to come on, so that's very exciting. With me today, I have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Brooke Kubik. I am with Gentiva Hospice. I'm their hospice care consultant.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about Gentiva?
Yes, we are a 5-star. We are your local hospice team. We manage symptoms for end-stage disease such as heart disease, diabetes, chronic liver failure, congestive heart failure, COPD. Our focus is comfort and living life to its fullest. We honor veterans, and we are thankful for our veterans. Please reach out if you are looking for extra care with heart. Our number is 620-221-3329. We are here 24/7. We do weekends and holiday admissions as well.
Oh, wow. That's really impressive. We've had some other groups come on from hospice or assisted living and things of that nature. And one of the things that we've talked about with them has been the transition and how this can sometimes be very difficult, and there are a lot of uncertainties sometimes for families. So do you have anything that you might share for a family that's maybe considering this option?
Yes, many times there's caregivers out there who are, they're tired, they're exhausted, and so they feel that our team, brings all of those things, support. We recently had a patient on service, and she relayed to our team, she said, basically, you guys are like my BFFs. And I thought that just sums it up, what all we can do.
That's a very valuable service for people in a very difficult time. So
yeah,
that's wonderful. Brooke, thanks so much for coming over and talking with us today. It was great to meet you. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hey, everybody, we're back, and with us now is John Costello. John, how's your day been so far?
It's been pretty fantastic.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about who you are, who you're with, and what you're doing, and your experience here at the Health and Safety.
Sure. I am John Costello. I am the Retain Works Outreach Coordinator. Retain Works is a federally funded grant program that assists individuals that are missing work due to an injury, an illness, or an exacerbation of an existing condition. So we work with that individual along with their medical provider and their employer to come up with the best return to work, stay at work solution. So we want individuals to stay in the workforce and really not on disability rolls. We look at work as being a health outcome. So at the end of the day, if somebody goes out and crashes a jet ski, we want them to be able to continue working as long as they can. We work with the employer through the workforce side. So Workforce Alliance of South Central Kansas is the workforce side. Our medical partner is Ascension Via Christi. And we work in conjunction with all of that. We put all of those together to come up with either an accommodation or retraining to do a different job. And we also have support services. So we've helped a lot of people get back either through support services, retraining, or the accommodation equipment of some sort.
Have you made some decent contacts today?
We really have. So obviously you guys in the podcast. So I've been trying to do a podcast for a while. So
well, no, we're going to have you on. We've got your information, and so we'll reach out and we'll get it on the schedule.
Yeah.
We want to do that. I know you guys are up against like specific time frames, as
right.
all grants and such are. So we'll try to prioritize that a little bit sooner. Allie, you have questions?
I don't have questions, but we've heard from several other partners here today, and we've heard about the implications of poverty and of health and mental health and all of these things. And I think that, I mean, it makes sense to talk about employment in that very conversation. It contributes to all of those things.
It really does, because the whole employment aspect of this program is that when people are working, their mental health is a lot better than if they're sitting at home recovering, struggling to go, how am I going to keep the lights on? How am I going to keep the water on? How am I going to get food on the table? I had a health issue a couple of years ago. We were fine because I'm a dual income household. But if I'm a single parent, if I am a one income household, I got problems.
Right.
So in keeping that work-centric focus, individuals mental health-wise, also recovery-wise, it's been shown that people that will recover a lot faster if they're able to go back to work. Personally, if I hadn't been able to go back to work, my wife would have thrown me out. Simple as that. So, but
I
this
understand that.
Yeah, this is
work-life balance.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And again, that's what we try to do with Retain, is to kind of keep those individuals in the workforce, because it works out better for the community, especially in the smaller communities like down here in Cowley County and Sumner County, is that, economically, if you have an individual leave because they're not able to get back to work and they go into a larger community, then you're going to lose that tax revenue. You're going to lose that spending power.
So how do we get in touch, or how do they get in touch with you real quick?
So we are taking referrals up through the end of October. The best way to get in touch with us is to call the Workforce Center, 316-771-6617. But the super easiest way is to check out our website, www.retainworks.org.
Cool.
Awesome.
We will absolutely make sure that people are known about this. We'll schedule you a time to come in and chat with us. Take this along.
Awesome.
If you haven't subscribed for the health of it, it's time you do so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always looking for a good podcast.
And we'll reach out and let you know when this one is produced and when it's out.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Cool.
Thanks, John.
man.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Thanks for having me.
And we're back, and with us now is a young man by the name of Harlan, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to us. Why are you here today? Are you having a good time?
Yeah, my grandma had one of the booths today.
Grandma?
Yeah.
Who's she with?
Integra South.
Okay, cool. So what have you been doing other than just, killing a few hours walking around the health and safety fair?
I basically just seeing what's over here and stuff.
First time up this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what's your thoughts so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, where do you go to school?
Stillwater High School, or next year I will be.
Going into high school.
Yeah, well, they have 9th grade and 8th grade as the what's it called?
Middle school?
No, junior high.
Junior high. Okay, yeah. So So we're heading to the big dog yard now, huh?
Yeah.
Are you going to play any sports?
Yeah, I play football.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, kind of looks like that.
What position do you play?
Running back.
Okay.
Ah, cool.
Great.
That's awesome. Looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Working out already?
Yeah, we've been working out all
doing drills
off-season.
and such. Yeah. So anyway, made the trip up. What is it, about 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less. I go down there and watch ball games sometimes. So yeah, so it's not too bad. It's a good little drive up to our community. We're glad you stopped by. I hope that take one of these. Give this beautiful young lady next to me all of your contact information, because we'll let you know when we're going to put this on, and you can tell everybody, hey, I'm on a podcast. Now, how many people in Stillwater are on a podcast?
I don't even know.
Do you have any buddies that are on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna teach you how to do this kind of stuff, so that when you get to be my age, boom, you're running a podcast or whatever they'll be back then. It won't be it won't be podcasts.
We're gonna be doing something
It'll be
way
something
cooler.
that'll be mental. I don't know.
Thank you.
Anything that really stood out here today?
No, it's just people are nice.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming up and spending time with us, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Take care. Thanks, Harlan. Well, Allie, this kind of wraps up a really interesting and unique For the Health of it, Cowley County.
Yeah, certainly. I can't believe how fast these fairs go when we have something
when
fun
we
like
have,
this.
We have this, and how many people stop by, and I'm thrilled that we had so many members of the community, especially the healthcare community and the safety community, want to stop by and chat with us and help us get that word out to the broader community.
Right.
And we're looking forward to have Daniel put this all together and get this thing put out. So is there anything you want to add here as we wrap it up for the day?
Well, it sounds like we're going to have some really great upcoming episodes, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody again, and thank you for everything that you do for the health department, especially for me, and getting all this stuff. This was, I think, your idea, that we should take the podcast on the road. So, I'm not going to take all the credit for it.
Team effort.
The team effort, but it's cool. And our booth set up really nice. We'll put some pictures at that on social media, because you know what? Doing this kind of stuff, doing for the health of it, it's just one of those ways
that we work hard every day
to help you stay well. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thank you.
See you next time. Thank you for joining us for this edition of For the Health of it, Cowley County. We hope you found it useful and that you'll tell your friends and give us a listen again during future episodes. As always, we end today's segment by replaying a recent Public Health Minute, which is a weekly radio message focused on keeping you healthy. So, until next time, stay well, everyone. Packing up the boat and heading to the lake to spend time with friends and family is one of the great joys of summertime. However, it can also be quite hazardous. So here at the local health department, we want to provide you some tips to help you stay safe by the lake. Be prepared. This includes making sure your equipment is in good condition, leaving a float plan with someone you trust, and packing the right equipment, clothing, and supplies, especially sunscreen. Be informed. Before you head to the lake, know the local boating laws and be familiar with any particular hazards, especially currents. Also, don't forget to check the forecast. If you see bad weather on the horizon, get off the water. Lastly, wear a life jacket. Even the strongest swimmers can be overcome by tides and currents. A properly fitted life jacket can ensure that you stay afloat, and it may save your life. Keeping you safe by the lake is just one more way the health department works hard every day to help you stay well.